YouTube. I haven't really built YouTube yet, but I put all my videos on YouTube. They automatically just get posted there so that I do at least have some kind of vault and people can start going through once I do build YouTube. Anyways, got to start somewhere. So we're here. This weekend, I lost two deals, unfortunately, adding up to $45,000. So fortunately and unfortunately, and that's something that I can talk about, is a good topic for today, and that is when to get out of the deal, when to no longer pursue that deal, or maybe for you it's when to no longer pursue something else in your business, maybe a new business endeavor, maybe another deal, or maybe a sale or something that you're doing in your business. Hold on, I got my laptop over here. It'll be a great day when Instagram can actually be streamed live on all the other on all the streaming services. Every single app, every single social media in the world works on all the streaming services like StreamYard, except for Instagram, but it's fine. Anyways, we're all here now and ready to go. So I wanted to hone in on this, and this is about when to get out of the deal, when to back out of the deal or the sale, because I did learn good hard lessons this weekend that did cost some money. Luckily, not $45,000 that was left on the table, but a good amount of money. So in this particular case, so there were air issues. So HEIR, air issues, and when that happens, something can happen like this, where I lose, $45,000 this weekend off the table that was left there on the deal. So I was going to make 30,000 on one and 15,000 on the other. So 30 and 15. Geez, I'm tired. My brain's not working. So $45,000 was lost this weekend on those deals. And thank God, because of the business model that I'm in, I don't put any money up front. So I don't actually have to put a dollar into anything. I don't actually put money into, it's not like putting money in crypto or actually investing money into a building or into a real estate deal. What's up, Jazz? What's up, everybody? Brad, what's up, brother? So when this happens, there's air issues, HEIR. So I'm going to put it in the chat, HEIR, air. No, Siri, just send it. So air issues is actually going to be, you can see in the chat there, air issues, that those are who is left with the property. So when people are going to die, like they have a will or something, can you guys hear me? Something's like popping up in my, can someone type in the chat, like thumbs up or down if you can hear me or not? It's crazy. The microphone button is going off on the top left of my screen. I just want to make sure on Instagram here that you guys can hear me, because I don't want to do this whole thing if you can't hear me. Can anybody hear me? Can somebody comment something? Tell me you can hear me. I just want to make sure you do, because I think this happened to Francesca and her audio wasn't working before. So I just want to make sure of that. Okay, I'm going to restart this. Okay, and we're back. So I'm going to get right into this because we don't have time to go back to the whole story. So I lost $30,000 on Saturday. On Sunday today, I lost $15,000. And no, I don't mean I actually lost all that money. I didn't physically put money into anything to lose it. So how this happens on deals, how there was $45,000 left on the table this weekend, is so the first property, there was like 6 heirs left on it. So that's when people are dying. So your grandma, your grandpa, whoever, your mom or dad, they're dying. And then they have to leave a will. They have to file an estate. Who is this house going to be left to? And when doing these real estate deals, you have to, do the title work. Who's the owner? Who's left on the deed? There's deeds of trust and wills in place and estates that say that this is going to be left to my son. This is going to be left to my daughter. In this case, there was 5 or 6 kids, and they all hate each other. Okay. So the dad died first. This is a particular case. Okay. So the dad's like 70, 80. The dad died first. The dad died, and then the mom died, and the mom did not have a will. So it goes to the heirs, the next in line, the family in line. So this happens to be the kids. These are 5 or 6 kids. So we actually had to go out and find and do title work and literally people search, like CIA investigation, FBI, CIA investigation, to find these children, to find these heirs that were attached to this property. And if these heirs, if the people on the title, let's say, so you're doing a real estate deal, you look at the owners, it's public data, completely public data. I live in Hillsborough County. That's Tampa, Hillsborough County. So I can look up Hillsborough County and I can, it's called GIS data, Hillsborough County, or any county, whatever county you live in America, GIS data. And so under the GIS data, let's say it's LA. I got Anthony on here. He's LA, going to be doing deals out there. Los Angeles County, GIS data. And so you can look at that address and find the proper owner's name, the owners of that house, of that property, their name, and where they live now, if they don't live in that property, if they just own it, whatever the case is. So then you can, obviously call them. That's how you kind of do the deal. Anyways, whoever's on that deed, on that will, whoever it states there, that's who has to sign off on the purchase and the sale agreement of the property for it to be purchased and or sold. Does that make sense? Anybody follow me here? Give me a thumbs up, like something, push some kind of button that tells me you're with me. So we have to find the heirs because they are attached to the property. Without the heirs signing off on this property, this house cannot be sold. So we're FBI, CIA searching these people. They're in New York, Afghanistan, North Carolina. I don't know. So I do all my real estate deals in North Carolina for the most part. And this house is in High Point, North Carolina. And the people, the heirs, are spread out in different states. Some in Jacksonville, Florida, upstate New York, and other places. We had to find them. We found a couple. Anyways, they all hate each other. They all hate each other and haven't talked in almost 10 years since the death of their mother. So all these siblings, all these kids, they hate each other and they don't want to talk to each other. So we actually got some of them to agree to sign off on the sale of the house, of the property. But they were not willing to talk to each other to verify that the other one was going to do it. So anyways, we said, Peter, we need you to call your brothers, Mark and Joel, and tell them this is legit and they need to help you out. And we need to get their signatures so we can sign off on this property so that we can sell it and everybody can get paid. We can get paid $30,000. You can get paid your $30,000, whatever. Unfortunately, we went into gridlock because none of the siblings wanted to talk to each other. They all hate each other. And that's just part of the game. And this is some shit that no one will tell you. This is some shit that isn't pretty and cute and doesn't get a lot of likes and doesn't get a lot of views. And that's why I'm here in my journey in real estate, to tell people the real shit, to tell people the stuff that other people aren't going to tell you. They're going to say, oh, I made a lot of money. Oh, I closed this deal. Oh, I'm doing great. You can do great too. I'm not doing that just to say, hey, look, I'm doing these deals or something, and now you can too. Some bullshit like that, because then you're going to go out and try to do it, and then you're going to run into problems like this, and you're going to say, wait, Cody didn't tell me about that. Grant Cardone didn't tell me about that. The people on TV didn't tell me about that. The people on social media didn't tell me about that. So this must not be right. I must suck, and I must be, I must quit. So people are not going to tell you this shit that I'm telling you guys, like title issues, having to be an FBI, CIA investigation agent on the internet to find the heirs, to find the proper people that have to sign off on this house for the sale of this house to go through. That's why I don't have 1,000 people that are watching my live right now, until obviously I grow in the years to come. I'm not shaking my ass. I'm not making $1 million. I'm not showing a Lamborghini. I'm not showing a Ferrari. I'm not showing a mansion. I got a nice apartment. It gets the job done. But I don't have this nice shit. I don't have flashy shit, and I don't have my ass shaking or my six-pack abs out. So I'm not going to have 1,000 viewers right now. I'm not going to have 1,000 people on live and people begging to see my stuff and it going viral at the moment until I grow, because I say real shit that's hard and that people can't handle, and that this is the real resistance in real life, in reality of growing business and being an entrepreneur and becoming a millionaire, becoming a successful business owner, becoming a successful entrepreneur and a successful real estate investor. You have to push through this hard shit that most people will not. Okay, so this is finding heirs, this is doing title work, this is pushing contracts, pushing your attorneys to work faster, pushing your attorneys to work harder, pushing your attorneys to actually do their job, and you have to assist the attorneys in actually doing their job. So I'm not just a babysitter. I'm also a lawyer. I'm also a part-time lawyer with no law experience, telling these attorneys how to do their job, telling the attorneys to do their job faster, telling the attorneys, check your email, check this document, push the title work, push it through, get this going and let's get this done and wrapped up. So I have to tell attorneys how to do their job often. So that's also part of real estate investing. Telling attorneys what to do, when to do it, because they don't, because especially their closing attorneys associates. So there's a closing attorneys, there's lawyers and attorneys, and in their offices below them, there's the people with shit salaries, with shit wages, $10, $20 an hour, that have to do all this stuff. So there's a lot of shit. There's like the attorneys and the lawyers that I have to push them and tell them, hey, get your associate, let's go. Like we have to push this paperwork through. We have to push the title issues through. We need to get these contracts through. We need to get the full title search going. We need to find the heirs on this property so that the sale of this property can be done. Because without this title work, if your attorney, like from the attorney down to the associates and the paralegals, if they don't get their shit done, it constantly delays the sale of the house to push through. And I have cash buyers in line. I already have investors invested in this house, and especially in this particular incident, my investors had already put down their due diligence, put their earnest money down, and put their deposit down on this property that I'm trying to get to close. But the attorneys need to do their job. The paralegals need to do the job. And I have to remind them every day, hey, let's go, let's get this done. So that's all a part of this. That is real estate investing. That's how to be a real ninja, a real G at doing this stuff, and not just your average Joe, trying to, sell a house or trying to flip or wholesale or invest in a property, when it's convenient. This is the real shit. There's no course on this. There's no training on this in the world that I know of, because it's the hard stuff. It's not the flashy stuff that people will pay $10,000 for. How to push through legal documents and how to do FBI, CIA searches on heirs of properties so that you can get your deals to close. There's no course, there's no training on that. So I give this shit out for free because you are going to run into it. If you're a real estate investor, if you're a wholesaler, if you're even a real estate agent, you're going to run into these things. You're going to hit them, and these are going to be obstacles and adversity that you have to grow to become, to get bigger and overcome. You have to overcome, become bigger in your development, become bigger in your confidence, become bigger and becoming an authority and a credibility figure, a credible figure, an authority figure in this space, so that you can become bigger than these problems and know how to be a problem solver and know how to come up with creative solutions. So with heir problems, we're calling heirs of the property. We're calling siblings and cousins and people that can try to find the right people and get the right signatures to sell this property so this deal can go through and I can get paid $30,000. That did not happen. It fell out, lost the deal. And then today we were working on another old one. That one was $15,000, and that one was turned into another rabbit hole where there were 17 cousins and relatives and people, and no one to talk to each other, and most of the family members are dead. And no one knows anybody in the family anymore. No one knows what's going on. So there are times, this is when you know to back out of the deal, when you're going down too much of a rabbit hole, when it's taking hours and hours to just maybe get things figured out. Then you have to find strangers to convince them to sign off on this property. So these are some examples of when maybe to back out of a deal, because while I'm wasting time, trying to get this deal to work and going through bullshit that's just throwing spaghetti at the wall to try to find the right people to sign off on the house, that maybe the cousin of this cousin will be able to get the job done. And instead of taking that bet and that risk of doing 5, 10, 20 more hours of work, that same 5, 10, 20 hours more work, I can make another $10,000 on a new deal. So I can drop that deal. And that's what I'm doing from now on, knowing sooner when to back out of deals. Now you guys are learning from me in real time. You want to make money? Learn from me in real time about the hard shit, about the hard stuff that people don't talk about on the Instagram Reels and the TikToks and the flashy videos and cars and mansions, because this has nothing to do with that. And this doesn't sell well. That's why I don't have 1,000 viewers on here, man, because this is some, deep stuff that you're going to run into. And they say, whoa, I quit. This isn't for me. This is too hard. So that's some of the real shit that gets hard. And now I know better now when we're going to back out of deals faster and get ahead and move with them forward. Because let's say this week I run into the same problem. There's heirs, there's all these, we have to do people searches. There's all these issues behind the title of the property. And instead of wasting 5, 10, 20 more hours working on that one, I can get back on the phone, call more of our hot leads this week and make $10,000, $20,000 while I would have been bullshitting on this other deal. So anyway, there's a tip for the night. Learn when to back out of deals, knowing when to push through and continue to push through the real adversity. And the stuff that I'm saying on here, this hard adversity stuff, that no one else is telling you. You can't find it on Grant Cardone's Instagram. You can't find it on Carlos Reyes' Instagram or Nick Perry's or even Ryan Pineda's or anybody else's, because this doesn't get 10 million views. This doesn't get flashy likes, and it's hard for this to go viral because this is hard shit that you have to actually go through in real estate investing. But this isn't about making millions. This is about pushing through legal documents and pushing through adversity and becoming bigger than your problems, which is the biggest deal of all. And because of my experience, because of my hardships, it's going to make me 10x my success and my growth and my acceleration this year. So thank you. God bless you. Have a great night. Happy Sunday fun day. I hope you praise God a little bit today. I hope you got the rest today. Recharge, do your laundry, do your dishes. I know I did. Get ready for another week. Rocket fuel. I'm fucking rocking off. So let's go. Peace.